Hi there, everybody. This is Chris McCullough of Harbor Diving Services, and this is our dive on the motor vessel Float Plan. It's a very large Hatteras yacht. It's located at a boathouse in New Orleans, and therefore it is extremely dark in the water, as you can see here. This was also later in the afternoon, so the visibility progressively decreases throughout the dive. So you can see that we have a significant barnacle issue when we got into the water doing our initial survey. The zincs that you see there, although they look pretty intact, they're actually very, very soft. And they virtually crumbled in my hand when we went to replace them. The prop and the shafts, struts, both port and starboard, heavily encrusted in growth. Oh, hello, fishy. Heavily encrusted in growth. Very large barnacles. We actually spent a great deal of time working on this particular boat, just because the amount of growth on the running gear. Not so much the hull. The hull itself wasn't bad, really. Some barnacles on the keel, which we'll see a little bit later on in the video.
Heavily fouled with barnacles. No, I gotta clear off an area first. If I can determine that.
Also in the video you'll gain a real good perspective and respect of how dark it is on a dive like this. Without the aid of light, it's virtually, well, it is zero visibility, absolute darkness.
Yeah, I'm gonna move over to the port side there.
As we go over to the port side, same issue. Heavy growth, heavy barnacles. Little crab there. Not big enough for dinner. I'll make him mad here in a minute. There he goes.
Yeah, I know, this is a little bitty one too.
He didn't want to stick around.
Yeah, lots of barnacles on the top. The hole itself, though, actually not that bad. Really not that bad. Shaft, though. Yeah, hole's not bad. Hole is actually going to clean up pretty good.
Right now, we're currently on the port side. You can see that keel there. We got some barnacles residing there. And we're moving forward on the port side right now. Some of the water intakes for the engine there.
Watch my umbilical too, because I'm on the port side.
And again, this is just our initial survey when we first get in the water, just to document the condition in which we find the boat when we get down in the water. There's a ground plate there, completely covered in barnacles.
Ground plate is completely covered in barnacles. This is on the port side forward. Still moving forward.
And that's a through hole, actually. Of course, it should be a hole there, but as you can see, it is not. It's absolutely covered in barnacles. So we clean that up. There's a hole there now, whereas you can see it was just a wall of barnacles. And this is the port side bow. Nice good layer of slime on there.
It's a good thing I'm at the bow then. Alright, I'm actually going to go under.
Later in the video, visibility decreased even more, so it was very difficult to see the actual hull surface. So what I did was essentially take the camera to some significant landmarks, if you will. There's another through hole, almost completely plugged up or clogged with barnacles.
Starboard side by the bow. So make a note to make sure you get that through hole. It's a heavy barnacle. The ground plate.
And there's the starboard side ground plate, again covered in barnacles.
And the both ground plate, port and starboard, forward. Yep, grounding. I'm just really thankful for deeper water today. Alright, so we've got
This is where we would normally find the nometer.
Big.
As you can see, all we would find actually now are barnacles. Not so much anymore. They pretty much they are in fact gone. Took care of them.
It's the certain select areas that are heavily found with barnacles that are so let's see here. So I think what I might do is
right along the keel, and we're on the starboard side now, but this is the very, very bottom of the boat, and we got a nice little bed of barnacles there on the keel.
I'm going to probably start with barnacles and doing running gear first. So we'll go ahead and get the metal scraper, wire brush.
Starboard side intakes.
Oh, that's still. Big intakes on the port and starboard side. They're loud, but they're not full. So that's a barnacle now. On the hull itself, it's just on the fittings and whatnot.
And we're moving along towards the stern here.
There's some curious fish down here this time, so.
We made our way back to the starboard side shaft.
It is dark down here, though. That's for certain. And I think that this might be possibly a snack. I got one of those, so you may have to make a run. Yeah, that's those big stuff we gotta do.
We're gonna have to change the shaft.
Yeah. Especially on the starboard side here. And then the links on the rudders.
Are they spent or are they okay?
No, those are. Yeah, actually, they got particles on them. On the starboard side, looking okay, but I won't know until I actually start painting around it. And it's still pretty soft, some of it's flaking out pretty good, but.
So we ended up actually changing both the rudder zincs and changing out the shaft zincs as well. They were all depleted.
No actual hull plate, and
So as we're coming up on the second half of the video, you'll get a good opportunity to see what lies beneath all of those barnacles.
shaft plates each side, plus that. So we're looking at 4.
Here we are, second half. And by now, we've lost a good bit of visibility. It's beginning to get dark. Here we have some clean rudders, new zincs, props cleaned up, and the barnacles removed. Same with the struts and the shafts. Shafts got new zincs as well.
We went down to the starboard side, so there's some belted things on the starboard side, okay?
In the dark, as we're navigating around the running gear, doing a little umbilical management there, so make sure I don't get hung up on the props and the rudder as I'm making my way forward. Happens more than once. And here we're back up at the engine intakes, all clear. Now, this is a lengthy video. I'll go ahead and thank everyone in advance for sticking around and watching it. There are some bits of time where it's completely black, and I do understand that. This is one of the ground plates. You can see it's all clear. I'm moving by pretty quickly at this point. Again, visibility is absolutely zero, as you can see. It's a very large Hatteras yacht. As you can see on the title screen, it was 53 feet long, so it took a great deal of time. We had another large motor yacht right behind this one is backed. So you can see the hull's all cleared up good now. This is up towards the bow. You can see the outline of the bow just a moment ago. There's one of our clogged up through hulls. You can see it cleared up. But early you can see the outline of the bow, as I was saying, and so it's just barely still some light out there. But obviously not underneath the boat. So we're moving along still. Every once in a while you can see a light go by as I'm swimming along the hull, looking for other points of interest, just to demonstrate some of the work that was done. I think at some point in time here I also got caught with my umbilical on one of the rudders, so I had to do a little bit of umbilical management. It happens from time to time. We've made our way back aft. And yep, there we go. There's where we hung up. Wasn't the first time on this dive I get hung up. Wasn't going to be the last time either. So this is the port side prop. One of the dings that we found on the tip of the fin there, the blade. It's the only defect that we found in either of the prop, port or starboard. All the remainder of the remaining blades looked very good. Both port and starboard, as I said. And the port side, of course, got musings as well. Moving along the hull again, as it's gone black, lights out. Here I come to the engine intakes. They're all clear. Look at the other one, there it is. Much of the time where the view is dark for the viewers is swimming along looking for important sites, landmarks, transducers, for example. And we should be actually seeing the, oh no, actually I'm hung up again, so I have to follow my umbilical back to find out where I'm hung. So the haze that you see in the water, that was all produced really by the cleaning of the hull and all the barnacles. It releases a lot of silt into the water, and it makes visibility even worse than what it normally would be. It's just the nature of the business. So just take a moment as I'm swimming along. As you can get a peek there, the sun was actually going down. They're going along though. The video's about to end very soon, so I just want to say thanks. Thanks for watching, and check us out on Facebook.